Well, most of us know of Weylands, one of South Africa's most successful homeware and furniture brands, but few of us know the story behind the name, the man, and the mindset. With us in the loft today is Chris Weylandt, the founder and mastermind behind the incredible SA furniture phenomenon. Welcome to the loft, Chris. I'm so glad we get to focus on something that I'm very passionate about, entrepreneurship. Now, the idea behind Weylands, where did all of that come from?
Sure. I grew up in Namibia in a small kind of retail environment, but with beautiful product. So I think that's part of my DNA, and it was part of me. And I thought, let me take it further to the next level, create a kind of unique retail environment with a unique kind of product offering.
What was that uniqueness? Because your business obviously didn't start as big as it is now. It started somewhere very small as a seed. What was the vision there?
I think initially started great design. I think the pillars are the same 35 years ago to what they are now. It's great design, quality, value, sustainability, and longevity.
I think a lot of designers, and particularly homeware and furniture stores, always want to try and be different because they all seem to be producing the same stuff. The product's the same. Weylands has got a very different angle that they've gone for. What is it that you think sets you apart from the other furniture stores?
I think what's important is that we've got our own handwriting, our signature. We created our own brand. This is a Weylands brand. And when you walk into our stores, you know you're within Weylands. But we evolve all the time. I think that's the success of our business. The fundamentals are there. And it's just kind of evolving, innovating as we go along.
Yeah. I think when people see big businesses, they feel intimidated by that story because they feel like, you know, I'm here, you're there, how do I get from here to there? You must have started somewhere particularly, and I'm sure there must have been lots of challenges in setting up a business. Would you maybe talk us through some of those challenges that you face so that we know that they are overcomable?
I think what was important, I had a clear vision of what I wanted to achieve. I think I had a concept that I thought through. I had a concept, and then I traveled quite a bit extensively. I went to Europe, to the States, looked at other successful retailers, kind of to take the best parts out of what I saw, and kind of amended it to my business model. So, I mean, that was a starting point. And then I think it's the passion you have for your business. And I think you got to start off, when you create this kind of business, it's for the long term. There are no shortcuts, not the short-term kind of vision. So I think that's key.
Knowing that you want to do this for a very long time, it's not to say like, you know what, I've got this business, I want to make quick cash and then get out. It's you pour your heart and soul and your life into something like this.
Yeah, it's for the long haul.
Yeah. In terms of the actual vision I mentioned, I want to understand the greatest challenges that you faced in setting up a business like Weylands, and how did you overcome those? Initially,
it was really the cash flow. You know, it's the startup, I think, the most difficult part, what I've heard, what I experienced, is the resources. I think what I had was a passion. That was easy to put the product together, source a product, and I had a business background in order to create this business model. But it's really the resources, the cash. How do I solve that? I just had to make sure I sell from day one. And it was a success from day one.
I think that's the biggest thing entrepreneurs face, I think, is they have this idea of, I need to build a business plan before I have a client. You kind of said, no, I'll first get the client, sell the product, and then work out the rest along the way.
Well, I had a plan. I knew exactly what I wanted to create and the vision for that. So that wasn't pleasant. I thought it through thoroughly. But I had to make sure that it had to be successful from day one. There wasn't a big company behind me with deep pockets. So it had to work from day one.
Why not go get a job as an accountant or a lawyer or a doctor?
I'm actually qualified as a chartered accountant.
Well, there you go. And you had cash flow issues. Oh, come on, Chris.
So, I mean, that was very good that I did that. Qualified as a chartered accountant, I did articles. And so I had a sound business background. I've also got a creative part of me. So I think I had a perfect combination of creativity, business mind, in order to put this business together.
Is a degree, something like a chartered accountancy or any kind of accounting degree, imperative to starting a business?
No, I don't think it is. I think it helps a hell of a lot having that kind of background because it gives you that business foundation. I think a lot of entrepreneurs have great ideas and they kind of jump into it. A lot of them fail and eventually succeed, but I think because they don't have the business background.
can cause you to have that downfall. It
Yeah,
becomes all
yeah.
creative and all fun, and there's no real business sense behind it.
Yeah.
So then what sets apart an entrepreneur from somebody who's not an entrepreneur? Because I've always found that I've got a huge creative energy within me, and a lot of South Africans do, but they don't necessarily know whether that is their passion, whether they should go and drive that thing and become an entrepreneur. What sets an entrepreneur apart from a worker bee?
I think there's also sometimes a misconception of what an entrepreneur is. People think it's someone who's got a lot of ideas. But at the end of the day, it's if you've got an idea, you've got to follow through, you've got to make it happen.
Tenacity.
Yeah. So it's a follow through and and creating it.
If you had a chance to mentor somebody who wanted to start a business, they're going to look at you and say, well, your business is massive. My idea is very small for now. What would be your first piece of advice to a young person wanting to start a business?
Well, first of all, you've got to be passionate about the idea, that you really believe in it and you've got to live it. And I think everything is about sticking to the basics. Whether it's a small business, whether it's a big business, do the basics right. Whether it's customer service, the quality of the product, business principles. It's actually quite easy at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But if you're driven, passionate, got a great idea, follow through, it will succeed.
Yeah. I obviously want to ask you the question because a lot of people want to know, could I follow your journey? Could I ask for advice from you? Could I come and take a lot of your wisdom? Because I think that this interview might not be enough for some people. How do I keep in touch with your journey and find out if there's ways that you can support my business?
I think if you can make contact with us, feel free and I would quite enjoy it to share that kind of my journey, because I've had lots of fun doing it, and life is about sharing. So I would love to do that.
Cool. And before I let you go, looking back now, Weylands business itself, what is the one thing that you think you've done so successfully that any other business could learn from that wisdom?
I think I stuck to the vision of our business model from day one. You know, going through recessions, difficult times, sometimes people panic and they change a business model. I think we stuck to the principles of our business right through from the beginning. And I think what's important, we also had fun doing it through the difficult times, good times. And at the end of the day, I still love doing it.
Yeah, sure, man. That's inspiring. Thank you so much for sharing a bit of your journey. And we're looking forward to seeing Weylands grow and grow.
It will do. Thank you.
So what a truly inspiring South African success story. Just goes to show that every journey begins with a single step. Staying focused, sticking to your vision, and being brave and tenacious are the secret ingredients to success. And in Chris's case, it didn't hurt to have plenty of taste and style thrown into the mix. Hello YouTubers, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Make sure you subscribe to our channel because we've got full episodes available for you. All those really cool interviews we've done, all the cool performances are right over there for you. So all you have to do is click subscribe. It's somewhere over here on this side of my face. Click it right now. Do it.